What you want, what you want, what you gonna do? When Sheriff John don't come for you. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Flip Devils, J-Dawg of Hells Headbangers here, back with another goddamn fucking video. And today's video is going to be a fucking juicy one for you. You guys are going to really like this one. It might be a little bit of a longie, but it's going to be a goodie. So today's video, it's basically a response or a follow-up, part 2, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, to the Hells Headbangers Wild Accusations video, which I'm sure you've all seen by now. And this is kind of a part 2 because there's a lot of skeptics still out there that are commenting on the threads. Most of you guys can see straight through this and are smart and intelligent enough to see the light of day. And all you guys in the comments on the video that I put up too, I appreciate all the support. Hell's Headbangers appreciates, and my entire family appreciates all the support. So that's very awesome, you guys. And yeah, I don't think there was one bad thing said on the video. So most people can see this for what it is. It's pretty obvious. But obviously, I try to keep it as brief as possible and as respectful as possible. And also, I didn't want to bring names into it or whatever. Well, since this is kind of escalating, now we're going to have to go to step 2. And that's what we're going to do. So what I first did is I broke down the accusation, the letter. I printed it out. And I went through it one by one with Eric. And so in his words, he kind of describes it. It's okay. I'm going to read off certain clips. And you tell me what fucking happened. And basically, I just typed it up right then and there, or a little bit, just to kind of just, put in my own words that I am going to read off. So I'm going to read off her statement first, and I'm going to read off what he had to say and what happened. And also, too, since the skeptics are just out there, I told you we have stacks of evidence, which we do. And if I have to bust it out one at a fucking time, then I will. But this should be a goddamn slam dunk to any of the few 5% of people that are just still skeptical for whatever the fuck reason. The people that in 2022, I guess you believe you're guilty until proven innocent, right? But I did print out, and I'm going to go over after. First, I'm going to read off her accusations and what Eric had to say. But here, with the first piece of evidence I have brought up, I have the Medina Police Department's arrest report from one of the days of arrest that we're going to talk about. To show you on camera, it's 4 pages. I'll show you I'll show you. We'll get back to this. We'll show you later. But the only thing you'll see guys blocked on here is I did block out Eric's phone number and street address, and also out of respect to her, I also blocked out her name and phone number as well. Didn't want to sink to her level in case she sees this. Yeah, I'm not going to sink that low. Out of respect to that, I did not mention her name and stuff prior to in the prior video, but cat's out of the bag now. Somebody put it out there. I was trying to be respectable and just, play the bigger man, but this keeps escalating, and it's going to escalate more and more. More evidence is going to come out. If I see any more stupid-ass threads coming out and basically fake accounts being created, because I know 1 or 2 of them are, where it's just reposted on other forums and then commented by, basically new subscriber, and they comment that day, which, oh, wow, I wonder who that is. You can tell by the lingo. Any more of that shit scene going on, and if there's just too much skepticism, it's going to bust out evidence after evidence. But like I said, this should fucking slam dunk anything. So without any further fucking ado, I'm going to first read off her accusations, which I'm sure all you guys have read by now, or maybe not, and give you what Eric had to say. And then after that, we're going to follow it up with the fucking police report. So yeah, I'll try to read fast, guys, because there's a lot to say, and the police report is 4 fucking pages. So get your goddamn fucking popcorn and enjoy the fucking show, if nothing else. So here the fuck we go. So the big bad accusation, Melissa's accusation. That night on July 10th, 2021, he pinned me down and raped me and did something horrible I can't say. You can't say, but you can say every fucking thing else. That don't make any sense. I pushed it from my mind to keep my job. Eric's response, false. On July 10th, the only thing Eric did was crush her dream to marry me and broke up with her that day. Melissa's accusation. He fled the house the following day, stealing my driver's license and ransacking the house. I described the incident in detail to a select few friends at a crisis center. False. July 11th, Eric did not flee the house stealing her belongings and ransacking the house. It was in fact the exact opposite. I tried to remove my belongings from the house while she was ransacking things, and Melissa assaulted Eric by throwing a chair at him. The police came and verified this story, which I have the report here, and we're gonna get to that a little bit later, and it's a goodie. Yeah, where the fuck did I leave off? God damn it! Police came and verified the story. All the details of that day in the attached police report to back up everything Eric is claiming. Like I said, got it. You're gonna hear it. You want to know what's not in the police report? The day after she was raped, aka dumped by Eric, zero mention of a rape to the officers that arrived on site on July 11th. Zero. There were multiple police statements from both female and male officers, and not one mention of it. Strange if this massively traumatic experience only happened the night before, that it would come up the day the cops show up. Melissa's accusation. I went to the hospital in distress. When I realized that what had happened, they did not perform a rape kit, although my heart rate was 145 and I had back pain. Yeah, guys, all this is so funny. Like I said, I'm just itching to get to this fucking police report because it disproves all this fucking bullshit. But I'm just kind of rehashing so we know we're on the same page. Memories fresh of what the fuck she's accusing, in case any of the fucking devils out there are a little out of the loop. Like, I didn't actually see what she accused. Well, now you're fucking hearing it. And it just proves you didn't go to no fucking hospital. Facts. So when did you go to the hospital? What hospital? Where is her hospital report of her being there? She has zero documentation of her ever stepping foot into a hospital because of rape. She knows she didn't go there because she doesn't have a rape kit to prove her being there. That's her words saying this. The fact is, she threw out these bombshell allegations with zero backup paperwork. On July 10th, when this rape supposedly happened, she was at home, and July 11th, the very next day, she was arrested for assault, which is the police report you're about to see. Don't worry, we're getting there. Erica, she literally went to jail. So I'm a little confused as to why she's claiming this when multiple officers showed up at her house the very next day this rape happened. Yeah, exactly. So if you went to July 10th, and you had a rape kit, number one, you'd probably still be in the hospital on fucking July 11th. And even if you didn't, like I said, we'll get to the police report, you would damn sure fucking bring that up. Oh, by the way, I was just at the hospital for rape, and because cops talked to her one-on-one, zero fucking mention of it whatsoever. Unbelievable. Just unfucking believable. Can't even make this shit up. When she was put in handcuffs and put into the police car, she had all the time in the world to tell the officers about this rape. Yep. However, it's not in any claim in this police report at all. The report was she was the aggressor and Eric was the victim, yet again. Next part, yeah, that's about it. There's a few other things that I typed up, but I think Kai's got kind of the fucking point here. But those were the allegations, the main ones that people still seem to have the doubts about. So, so keep remembering that date we keep throwing out there, July 10th, 2021. So just last year, 7 months ago. And this police report is, so let's go out. Page 1. The offense information, it's offense domestic violence, knowingly cause physical harm. It's got dispatch information, just looks like some police stuff. The arrestee is Hazelroth Melissa Amber. So on page 1, like I said, I showed you once. I'll show you again. I'm going to show you each page by page. God damn it. Page 1. So the only thing I blacked out, guys, was the phone numbers and addresses. I could have sunk low as her level and let all the fucking devils blow her goddamn phone up, but I didn't. Being nice for now. Again, let's just keep escalating. Another page. And the final page, guys. Hopefully you got all that. And if it showed it too fast, J-Dawg, yeah, we'll hit fucking pause and screen capture it, goddammit. That's how you do that. So, Yeah, this is the report on, like I said, July 11th. What fucking date we on? This shit's all fun. July 11th, 2021. And it's funny too, guys. Like a few other things, like I just kind of wanted to say before I read this is like about the rape too. Like she says that, and then she starts bringing up all this completely irrelevant shit. Like we hire secretively employees, and we secretly invest money. She's never been part of our company whatsoever. How the fuck would you know what we do? Like it makes no sense. And even if that was true, which it's not, what the fuck does that have to do with being raped? It's that's what I'm saying. I don't understand the 5% of people that are still skeptical and can't see through this. She's grasping at straws to get anything, just throwing darts at a fucking board in the fucking with her eyes closed, hoping one's gonna stick. She's just trying to tear the fucking Horval name down, tear down the business. Her exact words, which she's on fucking record for saying, which there are 3 witnesses that actually 2 witnesses that definitely heard her say, "I want to burn the fucking the Hell's Headbangers down, Eric and the entire Horval families," something to that effect. 2 witnesses that heard her say that said they would come forward and bring it up. And another witness, very recently, she tried going over a ex-friend's house. I'll just keep it at that, and trying to get dirt out of actually me and Chase. So Melissa drives to this fucking woman's house. She barely knows Melissa, by the way, and she's talking shit about me and Chase. She's talking about shit about me and my wife, which I have no idea what the I barely even fucking talked to you in my life. I mean, we've hung out with her son and stuff, brought him to activities, and been nothing but good to him. And I've been cordial and friendly with her, but nothing like she has 0 reason to be fucking pissed at me. So why the fuck are you making shit that you 100% for a fact know is false? 100% for a fact she knows is false. Like, because she's hung out with my wife and shit. She's literally making things up about my wife too. Like, makes no sense. Now she drives over this chick's house and tries to get dirt out of Chase. Like, hey, would you come on record and saying that he was like roughed you up in bed and stuff? And she literally looking at her like, no. I think from what I understand, she basically asked her politely to leave. And she said, too, if necessary, she will come on record and tell the world everything that Melissa had tried to squeeze out of her, get her to say and lie about, because she's just trying to tear down the Horval name. So if it comes to this, we can even get witnesses involved. So, yeah, you better pull the plug on this shit ASAP, because, I mean, yeah, the evidence is just stacking the fuck up. And I'm sure the lawyer, he's loving it. So anyways, on to the fucking police report, goddammit. Get your corn, guys, because it's a goodie. So like I said, the arrestee, Hazelroth, Melissa Amber. Complainant, Horval, Eric M. Offender, Hazelroth, Melissa Amber. Suspect, Hazelroth, Melissa Amber. Victim, Horval, Eric M. The initial narrative by Erica Anderson, 7/11/21. That's the female police officer that was on the scene, along with another officer. And then, so here we go. Yeah, on July 11th, 2021, officers responded to, it's the address, I'm going to leave that out, for a possible domestic. Dispatch advised the caller, Eric Horval, advised his girlfriend, Melissa Hazelroth, was throwing his items out of the house and then hung up. Oh, yeah, so a little background on this. Basically what it sounds like, guys, when you ran this off in the very beginning, it sounds like Melissa's kicking him out of the house. What it is, like I said in the very beginning, why I gave you guys a little background is he broke up with her on he refused to marry her, broke up with her, he's done with her. He's done with her fucking shit. So they get in a fucking fight or whatnot, and when the cops come out, she's basically like, yeah, just get him out of here. And that's kind of how that fucking went down. That's why she's in one of her manic modes, because this is not the first fucking time the cops have been called out. They've been there several times, and she played that fuck you, like, get out of your card, and then kiss and make up and all that. So it's like, this is like old, we've been down this road several times. And I think it says in here, I've been out there more than once. Drawings out. When he arrived, I spoke with Melissa and OFC. Withon, I think that's the other officer, talked with Eric. Melissa advised she would let Eric escorted off the property. Melissa was not very forthcoming with information, but I gathered that they do live together and they have been dating on and off for over 5 years. I have been called to this residence before and spoke with Melissa's son. Eric is not the father, who advised that Eric lives there. Melissa's son was not home. Melissa denied anything physical. Melissa denied anything physical occurred and told me to ask Eric because he called. So right then and there, a female fucking officer is sitting there one-on-one with Melissa, and Officer Withon, the male officer, has Eric on the side, one-on-one, separated. She asked Melissa point blank, "Hey, so what do we do? What are we doing here, sweetheart?" I don't know. Ask Eric. He's the one that made the call. That's her response. How about I was raped yesterday. He attacked me. Yeah. Well, I don't know why he made this call. Hell, maybe I should have made this call. Yeah, a call that which you've never made. And by the way, according to Eric, the cops have been called at, approximately 10 times in total in their entire relationship. Every single fucking call is made by him. She's never, not once, ever called the cops on him. Ever. Never had to. Never, not one time. All made by him, and he has at least one other police report, too. And from what I understand, that one's even juicier. But this one we busted out purposely because she actually put the date, July 10th, was raped. So that's in this one, July 11th, the very next day, getting arrested. You're asked one-on-one of the officer. You make no mention of this shit? I mean, come on. Who the fuck is falling for this? You falling for this shit, devils? I sure as fuck ain't. Yeah, where the fuck they leave off, goddammit? It's a big-ass fucking paragraph there. Melissa denied anything physical occurred. Told me to ask Eric before he called. Melissa denied that Eric paid any bills, which I'm sure he did. But Eric advised that he did. Melissa advised she was not going to change the locks, that she was going to change the locks as soon as Eric left, which I advised her she could not lock Eric out and he had to be allowed access until he was evicted. Melissa quickly got more of an attitude and advised me to tell her what was happening because it did not matter what she wanted and it was clearly not on her schedule. Your schedule? What, you got to fucking be somewhere? Damn near about being arrested and you're fucking like mouthing off to a cop? Fucking whatever. Eric was attempting to grab the last of his belongings to put in the garage so he could have his dad come with a truck and move his stuff out. Melissa continued to argue and pick a fight with Eric. I attempted to get Melissa to stop talking with Eric, and he was trying to leave, like she wanted. Exactly. Why does she keep fighting with him when she's trying to get him away? He's trying to pack his bags up. Hey, go get my bags. Okay, I get my stuff out of here. Yeah, fuck you, asshole. Get the fuck out of here. Now get back in. Like, just a fucking bipolar moron. Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you even do that? Here we go. Attempted to get his truck to get his stuff out of the garage. Melissa shut the garage multiple times. We asked Melissa to go inside and allow Eric to pack his car, but she refused. OFC Withon advised that we could not stand by much longer and that if we got called back, someone could go to jail. Eric was able to get a hold of his father, who advised he would be en route. OFC Withon and I left. So, Officer Withon, because that's the other. Yeah, he writes the supplemental narrative. Those are the two officers. Officer Eric Anderson and Officer Matthew Withon. So whenever you hear that name Withon, that's what we're referring to. Well, 3 minutes later, Eric called back and advised that she was now going through all his belongings in the garage. Right as I pull back, so you're going through his stuff, but yet you want him out. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, guys, this is the type of person we're dealing with. Like, I mean, come on now. Like, right as I pull back in, I observed Melissa grab a stool from outside the garage and toss back into the garage. Dispatch advised that Eric, who was still on the phone with dispatch, advised she threw something at him. So Eric Anderson, the officer, witnessed Melissa throw a stool right at Eric. Says it right here. When I approached, Melissa ran to the house. So basically, she tosses a fucking stool. Fuck you, Eric. And then she's, oh shit, cops saw me. Bolts back fucking in. Fucking dumb. I asked Eric what happened. Who advised that Melissa throw a stool that had heels at it? Okay, I asked Eric what happened. He advised that Melissa threw a stool that had wheels at it. The stool struck him in the arm and then hit the ground and broke. She had to throw it pretty fucking hard if the goddamn thing shattered all over the floor. Eric advised she was inside the garage and he was standing at the doorway when she threw the stool at him. The stool did break and the items from the drawer were all over the ground when I approached. Eric advised Melissa was attempting to cause him harm and threw it directly at him. Yeah, sounds about right. So that's what she does. Eric had marks on his sweatshirt right where the stool hit him. Eric claimed no injury, but advised he believed Melissa was trying to cause harm to him because that is what she does. Yeah, that is what she does. Again, the evidence needs to keep coming out, guys. He literally has photos of evidence of her being violent towards him. Now, the thing is, like, oh, why don't you show that, J-Dawg? The thing is, guys, I don't want to be showing any of this. You understand this is fucking a personal life, too? The fact that we have to do any of this is fucking ridiculous just because she's literally making up lies. Shouldn't have to do this. I mean, he doesn't want to show personal photos of himself. You know, it's kind of embarrassing. So it's kind of funny that you guys are like, well, personally, I don't think any of this is fucking funny, to be honest with you. But it's funny that people just don't understand that. Like, do you want all your personal shit and like pictures of you and stuff? Like, no, you don't want all that. So unless we absolutely have to, but he has them if that comes necessary. Now they're provided a lawyer. So, yeah, if we have to keep moving forward, we can't. So that's why he told the officer, yeah, that's what she does. She fucking attacks me and fucking goes psycho on my ass. Because been here many times before. This is nothing new. This is just another day. Where the fuck did they leave off? Okay. I attempted to make contact with Melissa at the door, but she would not answer. I checked the back door, which was locked. Eric let us in the front door, which it sounded like Melissa was in the shower. So this fucking tool bag knows the police are there. Knows she just got fucking visually witnessed, fucking throwing a stool at Eric, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a shower. You know, fucking Ghostbusters line, right? I'm gonna get a shower.
Okay, so I'll see you later, huh? I'll give you a call. I'm gonna have a shower.
I mean, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, guys, this is literally the irrational type of human being we're dealing with. This is fucking crazy. Can't make this shit up. Sergeant Sloan checked the rest of the downstairs and basement. The shower went off. She's all done now. Shower went off, and I made contact with Melissa. Are you down in there? Taking a shit? You fall in? We gave Melissa time to dress, and she eventually came down the stairs. I asked Melissa about what happened when we left. Melissa was in a completely different mood. Again, just irrational back and forth, just, mentally ill. Well, as Melissa advised, she just realized she needed to get out of the situation and that she had things to do. I asked her about throwing anything at Eric, which she denied. But you just saw that a cop saw you. Why the fuck would you deny it? Like, come on. Melissa advised she wanted Eric to sit in his car while he waited for his father. Melissa denied anything physical had occurred. I allowed Melissa to put shoes on, and then I advised her she was under arrest for domestic violence and to come downstairs and put her hands behind her back. So got cuffed on up, ready to go to jail.
Hey!
Take it.
Oh,
right.
really? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, now you got your A and B on.
What you want?
Off to the slammer. Melissa was very hesitant. Melissa advised she could get additional charges if she did not comply. Melissa eventually complied. I cuffed her behind the back. So Eric's nowhere in this room. She's being cuffed. You know goddamn motherfucking well that if she was raped the day before, she would be singing like a fucking bird. He raped me. Get me a fucking rape kit. I was at the hospital just yesterday. I got a rape kit. I got proof. Like, there's no... You would, even a very, very stupid person would know to say that. Like, there's no human being on this fucking earth that would not say that. None. Zero. Nada. So if this guy doesn't, like, if this doesn't convince you, I don't know what the fuck will. I mean, like, you're just the lost cause if you still believe that this is even fucking possible. But I'll continue anyways, because it's for nothing else. Fuck, it's for good reading, right? Good reading, good listening. How's it going up there, devils? Corn going good? Where the fuck leave off? Cuffed her behind the back and searched her incident to arrest. Melissa was advised her rights and escorted the cruiser. Melissa, on the way out, started yelling at Eric. Definitely sounds like something she would do. And I had to escort her and push her toward my cruiser. So it's not like her fucking mouth was showing shut. Hey, Eric, fuck you. How about, hey, I was raped and he attacked me and arrest him. Hey, I got proof. I was at the hospital yesterday. Why none of that? Cat didn't have her tongue. She was clearly fucking able to talk. Melissa eventually walked to the cruiser on her own on the way to jail. On the way to the slammer, goddammit. Officer Withon asked if the cameras in the garage worked. I asked Melissa, who advised she could not tell me. Of course she couldn't tell you, because if they did work and she knew they worked, she knows it's only going to be incriminating her. Of course, I don't know, fuck, it better not fucking work, because it'll only fuck me over even more evidence against my ass. Stack's already big enough as is, so I don't know if we need it, but hey, the more the better. Stated sounding like you are trying to build a case against me. You build a case against yourself, you dumb shit. Melissa then said she could not tell me if the cameras worked because they were not hers and they were there when she moved in. Not hers, it's your house. What do you mean they're not yours? Who the fucks are they then? The neighbors? They're watching you fucking in the shower? I transported Melissa to MCSO, and she was left in the care of the COs on duty. Charges emailed to Sergeant Sloan. Email records sent for phone call. 242. Supplemental narrative by Matthew Withon. Like, that's the other officer that was on the scene. Sounds like him and Eric were just kind of like hanging off to the side, fucking, shooting the shit. He's letting her know all the craziness he's been dealing with. He's probably like, oh, yeah. I mean, I see we've been called here about 20 fucking times. Quite frankly, I've been here twice. Meanwhile, while Melissa's getting cuffed because Officer Erica, what was her name again? Goddamn. Who the fuck will leave the goddamn page? Officer Erica Anderson. Sounds like she was taking care of Melissa and Officer Matthew Withon and was just shooting the shit with Eric. It's the vibe I'm getting, but he was a supplemental narrative. Just kind of watching Erica making the arrest and probably laughing his fucking ass off. I know I would have been. So here's his narrative. Here's what he typed up. On July 11, 2021, myself and Officer Anderson responded to, we'll leave the address out again, for report of domestic disturbance. Upon arrival, I met with Eric Horval, who was the caller in this call for service. Eric advised me that he lives at this address with his girlfriend, Melissa Hazelroth. Eric further advised that he is in the process of breaking up with Melissa. Exactly, just like I fucking told you guys. Breaking it up, calling off, I'm done with your fucking ass, and that's why she went bonkers. By the way, because every time he tried to break up with her, she'd go fucking crazy. Threaten to harm him, threaten to kill herself, just crazy shit, guys. That's what she does. But I mean, never thought they'd like lie and say accuse somebody of rape. I mean, let's call it like it is, guys. Accusing somebody of like pedophilia and rape, that's literally worse than being a murder nowadays. And she fucking knows this. She 100% knows this. So that's what she's doing, just because she's fucking pissed off. Just talking shit. Didn't say this 7 months ago. Melissa, and then she was in the midst of a manic episode. Many of those. Eric stated that he simply needed to remove his belongings from the property, which would take him an hour and a half. Erica lived at this residence and claims to pay bills for approximately 2 years. The issue with Eric attempting to remove his belongings was that he drove a Fiat car that was rather small on cargo space, which is true. Eric was concerned that if he left to go rent a U-Haul or similar box truck, that Melissa would change the locks and not allow him back into the residence or damage his belongings. I could definitely see her damaging his shit. Like 100% see her doing that. Eric made no mention of threats of violence and stated that no physical violence had occurred. Officers then stood by as Eric collected a few belongings from the basement portion of the residence. After gathering these items, Eric stated that everything of his was in the garage. However, he was still concerned that he would be unable to retrieve his belongings if he left the garage. Melissa and Eric argued throughout this call for service, and while Eric was in the garage because he did not want the garage to close, Melissa sat in the garage as well, as she did not want Eric to ransack her belongings and take what belonged to her. Why would he ransack your shit while a goddamn cop's there, but yet you're like, just get out. He's gonna be like, let me get my shit and get the fuck out. Who's gonna be like, yeah, just see you, just keep my stuff, burn it to the fucking ground. I know how crazy you are, so I mean, you're willing to accuse me of rape, the second fucking worst thing you could possibly accuse somebody of, but you're not gonna fucking fuck with my shit. You knew her character, you knew what kind of type of person she was back then too. Of course he's trying to get his shit. What she does best, twists everything. Eric was unsuccessful in obtaining a box truck and contacted his father for assistance with his pickup truck. Eric stated that his father was en route, and MPD officers cleared the scene after both parties were advised to separate and allow the other space to complete this move. After turning off the road to travel southbound, myself and Officer Anderson were advised that Eric was back on the phone with dispatch. Fucking dude, they're right down the street. Just do a U-turn, boys. Fucking unbelievable. Fucking whack job. And stated that Melissa threw something at him. Sure did, threw a goddamn fucking chair. Upon arrival, Officer Anderson was speaking with Eric. Officer Anderson advised me that Melissa would be arrested for domestic violence for throwing a stool at Eric. I stood by at the rear of the residence while Sergeant Sloan and Officer Anderson attempted to make contact with Melissa. God damn, it sounds like there's 3 motherfucking officers there now. Shit, 2 just wasn't good. Like, get a third one out there. We got a fucking loony one over here, boys. Shit, I'm sure they had a fucking field day on this when they got back to the office. Check this shit out, Doug. After Officer Anderson made contact with Melissa, I assisted in her arrest and retreat OFC. Anderson's cruiser, Melissa, was transported to the MCSO, and I provided Eric with all the necessary domestic violence paperwork and explained its contents to him. Eric understood the paperwork and was issued his copy of the DV checklist. Prior to leaving, I noticed that there was a security camera. He asked about the camera. Basically, asked same shit we went over. So his report's very similar to Erica's, because obviously they're both there. But he was basically talking to Eric. He was basically talking to Eric, and Erica was talking to Melissa. And then the third officer arrived. Shit was getting so out of hand. Third one arrived. He didn't write a report, though. But, yeah, then it says body camera file available. Oh, they even got a body camera file available. Oh, shit, we even got body shots if we need it, brah. We'll just fucking contact the fucking police filing records and ask for a body camera file if we need that, too. That'd just be for good goddamn watching, right, boys? Yeah, what do you think, Devils? I think that'd be a good watch. Could get that too if it's necessary. Hopefully this fucking ends all this shit right here. And the end of this here, just a supplemented by Patrick Sloan, 7/12/21. That's the charges. And it just says on 7/12/21, Melissa Hazelroth was charged with domestic violence 2919.25A of the ORC and M1. She was served in jail. End. Media narrative by Matthew Witham. So there you goes, guys. The date that she was claimed to be pinned down and raped and went to the hospital, no records of it, no mention of it, and the police are called on her and she is arrested the very next day. You tell me, what the fuck sounds believable to you guys? And then all the other stupid bullshit about just random crap that makes no fucking sense. Like, what? First off, none of this is true. And second off, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? Nothing about a rape. Like, if you're gonna accuse someone of rape, just stay on that. Just talk about that. Just jumping all over the fucking place. And then there's a goddamn police report showing it's the other fucking way around. And again, at least have for sure one more police report. Fucking dude, I gotta get that fucking body camera, man. That fucking action shots, man. What do you think, Devils? That shit would be fucking hilarious. Imagine posting that up on the tube. Man, who the fuck wouldn't want to see that? Just grab your goddamn fucking candy and corn for that one. So we'll see, though. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. And again, there's he's also got photographs from tons of past times, because this was an ongoing thing, on and off, them just constantly fighting and, kiss and make up, and then things are good for 3 months, and then she goes fucking crazy again. And then he's also got another police report, photos for sure, and he's got tons of audio recordings. And again, he's like, a lot of this, he's like, if we need to release it, he's like, I will. He's like, but it's kind of fucking embarrassing. I don't want my personal shit out there. He's like, but yeah, he's like, there's shit. I've got her saying all kinds of crap. Like, he's like, it's just us talking. It's like, it's clearly like, you can see that, yeah, no mention of rapes, nothing. And just how fucking psycho she was, and how she would talk about, yeah, burning us down and killing us and all this other fucking crazy shit. So all that's unrecorded. But again, hopefully this squashed it all. Any of you fucking skeptics out there, if you're still skeptic at all, I don't know how you get by in life, because this is a fucking just like our lawyers said, with all the evidence stacking up. He's got a few more pieces that we gave him. He's like, if we need to, this is just a slam dunk case, just so you guys know. So yeah, he knows. And like I said, 95% of you guys all watching, you're smart enough. You see the forest in the trees. It's obvious, and appreciate all the support. So hopefully this is the last video on it. And all you devils that are kind of bored with this content, well, hopefully if nothing else, just at least a little entertaining. And again, any questions or concerns, guys, just leave them in the comments. You know how I do them. I'll try to prioritize them. The last video had actually no questions. It was just all very supportive shit. That's why I remember I said I'd do a video next and putting out about the comments. It was just all supportive shit, and appreciate that. There was really no questions. If you guys have any questions, you'll be like, hey, this didn't make sense, or what about this, J-Dawg? Throw them the fuck in there, and I'll answer them. I got no problem answering them. But as far as gossip shit and stuff like that, I'm really not trying to smear her name or anything like that. I'm just trying to end this crap, just proving that she's just a 100% fucking liar, because she's just disgruntled, and that's just how she does things in life, I guess. I was willing to sink that low, be that low of a person. So, yeah, I'm not going to sit there and talk about gossip shit or smear stuff, but if you actually have legitimate questions or want to know something or whatever, put them in there. I'll make a goddamn fucking video answering. So put them in there, devils, and I'll see you guys in the next one.